Joining me now, the Duff Man, he does indeed cometh. Joe Duffy joins me. Are you ready to talk about some bowls, my good friend?
Just a reminder, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the bell if you want notifications every time we post a new video.
Let's talk USC versus Iowa. Too bad there can't be two losers here, folks. But quite frankly, if there is going to be a winner, I would prefer it were Iowa. But let's talk about it. USC 8-4. 7-5 against the spread in this Holiday Bowl. USC offense didn't really wake up until later in the season, but they did manage to average 37.3 points over the final 6 games. Someone must have paid him, and then they woke up. Keaton Slovis, well, he surprised this season. He took over for JT Daniels, who went out in game 1, and then we were all excited, sad for JT, but all excited about the doom and gloom facing the USC program, and then this bloody kid came up and did all right, actually. USC are 4-14 against the spread in the last 18 as a dog, and the Iowa Hawkeyes 9-3, 5-7 against the spread. All 3 losses. Michigan, Penn State, Whiskey were by 1 possession, and those are 3 good programs. And boy, what did Iowa do to land in the Holiday Bowl? They have one of the best defenses in the nation, ranked 12th, 2-7 against the spread in the last 9 versus the Pac-12. They are surprising, Duff Man. They are only 2-point favorites. That to me seems, forget my prejudice against USC, but just comparing the seasons of these 2 programs, the total 52. So we think there's going to be a lot of scoring, and we think that Iowa's just going to eke by. Does that seem right to you?
Yes, it does. And I know you're averse to Trojans, but there are some reasons why the USC is only a 2-point underdog. And remember, I've always said when you look at records and the point spread just based purely on records would be out of whack. You got to listen to what the odds makers are telling you. Now, remember, I always like to look for what I call a neutral field advantage. It used to be teams playing in their home state and bowl games were a great play. The past couple of years, it's leveled off a little bit, but this is as big of a travel advantage as any. USC traveling only 112 miles to San Diego. Iowa, though, going 1,532. So there's definitely it's, fairly close for USC. They're almost playing a home game. Now, on one hand, going against teams with a much better turnover rate in the bowls is a good play, 63, 46-3. That would benefit USC, but there are countless angles, and this is how you know someone's a square. If they say, I like to go with the team that goes in the bowl games hotter, that is totally false. When you have a significantly colder team, whether it's spread-wise, whether it's straight up, often it's both. A team's going to be hotter in both categories. The colder team is usually the better play because of they are able to make adjustments with the time off. USC did cover 2 straight. Iowa lost 2 straight, but this angle would benefit Iowa. Now, conversely, it does make sense that USC peaked a little late. They have only 4 seniors, and they had a ton of injuries. You mentioned one of the injuries. Even Slovis was hurt at quarterback. Looks like he will be back. 3,242 yards this year, 28 touchdown passes because of the neutral field advantage, and because I really think a USC team is going to benefit so much from the time off because they had so many injuries. I think they will regroup. And yes, I hate to burst it for you, but I like the Trojans +2.